Well, greetings, everybody. We are streaming live on Twitch right now. Well, I'm Michael from the Secret Fire podcast, and I'm going to do a test today on Twitch, streaming from LOTRO, because listeners to the Secret Fire podcast know that my son Mike and I are, we're planning a new video series. We're going to go through The Lord of the Rings online, starting from the very beginning. We have plenty of listeners to our podcast that don't play LOTRO and don't have access to see what it's all about. And so we want to take people through the virtual Middle Earth. And so here's the story. I'm a Mac. Hi, I'm a Mac. And just a couple of weeks ago with the latest update to Lord of the Rings Online, I think that was update 24, I'm not quite sure, they did away with their native Mac client and opted to have us Mac users download a Wine emulator. And the game is a bit different than what I'm used to. And I had to go through and change some settings, and there are some settings that I don't have access to that I can find. And so anyway, and I don't know if I'm actually playing in 64-bit or 32-bit. I don't know personally how to determine that once you are in the game. And there's a selection when you are going into the login screen. To launch the game, you can click on the options and choose 64-bit. But on the Mac Wine client, it doesn't highlight. It doesn't do anything when you click the radio button. And so, I don't know. We'll just have to see. I hope that my Twitter announcement went out. Not quite sure if it did or not, because I'm here all alone. Let's check my streaming health here in the Twitch dashboard. Health, excellent, good. Okay, so far so good. Now, I have gone into LOTRO a couple of times with this new Mac Wine client, the emulator, and it is a bit glitchy. I've seen some folks on Twitter complaining about the game crashes out on them after a couple of minutes. I haven't had that problem yet. But here I am, my character Toddbo. We're just outside the Apple doors, right here behind me. And I am overlooking the party tree. Bag End up there. We have the summer festival going on. I haven't run through it yet. I have a hard time remembering the different festivals and the different things that you have to do, but we'll find out here in just a minute. But first I want to go up to Bag End. Now, either, and again, as I said, I don't know if I'm in the 64-bit client or the build. I really don't know what to expect. Would be the difference between the 32-bit fire and the 64-bit. But either way, LOTRO is looking absolutely beautiful here recently. I've always found it to be a beautiful game, but perhaps somebody has gone through and just touched up things. Like these sunflowers that I see here, I don't recall ever seeing sunflowers. These things are awesome. Look at this garden outside Bag End. Man! Of course, here is Lobelia Saxville Baggins and her son Lotho. This is what I love about LOTRO. I'm not a gamer. I like to come into Lord of the Rings Online and experience virtual Middle Earth. That's what I like. Let's see here. So I do remember these flames are part of the activities for the summer festival. All right, for you folks that are familiar with the books, we'll go down to the party tree the proper way, and that is coming down out the gate to Bag End. Yeah, these sunflowers, they are new. I don't care what anybody says. They're new to me. And then we go down here to where they had to cut a path in the hill and put a gate here for Bilbo's 11th birthday. That's why that gate was built there. And then, of course, you can see the party tree there. Now, my frame rates right now, frame rate is not very good. I'm in about the mid-20s right now. But there's so much activity going on here that it is taxing on the server and on my system, and I'm going to glitch out here. Party tree! Beautiful! I just love walking around and doing nothing. That's an advantage you have of being a non-gamer. Okay, so this is caught up right here. This thing right here is supposed to be moving. But it ain't. I absolutely love these sunflowers. I don't care what anybody says, those are brand new. We're just going to walk around and take a look here. My favorite little group of dancing hobbits. They're enjoying the summer festival. It is afternoon. Looks to me like we are heading towards evening time. Oh, I don't know. The sun's still up pretty high. Look at those clouds. Wow. It's beautiful. Feasting hobbits. Doing what hobbits are supposed to do. Check something here real quick. Dun 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 dun. Okay, it did go up. If you are tuned in, having seen the tweet that went out, Micah's not here with me. I'm just doing a test. But right now I'm checking Twitter real quick. I just wanted to make sure that that tweet went out. I have it set up automatically to do that, so there we go. Okay, back to looking around at the party tree here. Look at this setup. Oh, man. Tell me you don't... Hey, well met, Todd Bow. He sees me. He knows I'm here. Tell me that you don't want to be here feasting. I don't believe it if you say that you do. You don't. All right. Again, for anybody that may be tuning in right now, let me just tell you what I'm doing here. I'm just doing a test. This is a test stream. Had to update my LOTRO client on my Mac. I play on a Mac. And it's a completely different system now for LOTRO. They did away with the native Mac client and opted for a Wine Windows emulator. So basically, I'm emulating the Windows game on my Mac. They had to upgrade from 32-bit to 64-bit because most, the Mac definitely, by the next time the next OS comes out, they will not support 32-bit applications. And Windows seems to be going that way as well. That's just the way of the future. And so they came up with this new system. I don't know enough about creating computer games, about how difficult it is to port a game from 32-bit to 64-bit. My understanding is it's no walk in the park. And in so doing, they did away with the Mac client, the native Mac client, and went with this other system, the Wine system. And so there are some differences and some performance differences. My frame rates, sometimes I've been in places where my frame rates are up to in the 60s and higher. Right now I'm hovering right around 24 frames per second, and I'm kind of chalking that up to all the activity that's going on here. There are a lot of players. There's a lot going on. Got fireworks going on, music, all types of things. We're here at the party tree, and I'm just looking around. Just goofing off. As I said, this is just a test. And the reason why I'm testing this is because Micah and I, perhaps this weekend, if you're a listener of the Secret Fire podcast, I announced on Twitter a few days ago that Micah and the rest of my family had come back from a vacation to California, and that Micah and I were going to start our brand new LOTRO stream this weekend. Well, it turns out that we're supposed to do an episode of Secret Fire podcast this weekend, so we may not start our new LOTRO stream until next week. And just to clarify what I'm talking about, the Secret Fire podcast is an audio podcast, and it's not about LOTRO. It's about Tolkien and Middle-earth and the Legendarium, and we're reading through the Lord of the Rings books right now. But we do use LOTRO sound effects and for ambiance and whatnot while we are doing the show. And but now we are going to start this a LOTRO stream where we are going to take our listeners through the virtual Middle-earth here via Lord of the Rings Online. There's just a good view of the party tree and all the festivities. There's a book right here that's part of a quest for this summer festival. Summer festival is going on right now. Bag End is up there. Hobbiton, Bywater is down yonder. Let me take you down there. I'll go ahead and call a royal steed. Let's do this guy here. Okay. Look at that. There's Bywater. Love it. Tuckborough over yonder. Let's go ahead and head on down. Now entering Hobbiton Bywater. Bywater Bridge. Oh. Ted Sandyman. His meal. Here's the Ivy Bush Inn. This is where the Gaffer. This is where the Gaffer would hold court. This is where the Gaffer hung out. Now, Green Dragon Inn is down here in Bywater. Yeah, these sunflowers are new, and they are absolutely lovely. Look how beautiful this is, friends. Here we are in Bywater. And there she is, the Green Dragon Inn. Let's go on in. See, here's the entryway. There's no dragons in the Shire except one that's green. The Green Dragon Inn. In. I keep saying N. Go down here to the storage house. Kegs of beer. Here's a person that's confused. I remember that storyline. You told me to get a certain keg, but I don't remember which one. But it's going to be fun when Mike and I start the new LOTRO stream. We're going to start from the very beginning of the game and just follow along the storyline. It's going to be fun. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, let's get a drink. Thank you. Back outside the Green Dragon Inn. Let's go up to Cotton's farm. Tom Cotton's farm. Jolly Cotton. Let's get off the horse so we aren't trampling their crops there. Nick Cotton. Oh, Rosie Cotton. She says, I wish that Sam had never left. And her father, Tom Cotton. Rosie. See, that's a fine little farm, isn't it? Ah. Here we are at 3 Farthing Stone. This is where 3 of the farthings of Middle-earth meet. South Farthing, West Farthing, and the East Farthing. They all meet here. The North Farthing, the North Farthing does not meet with the other 3 at any point. 3 Farthing Stone. This is what Mike and I call the middle farthing. This is the center point. Okay, let's go back. It seems to be doing good. I'm just testing the stream, seeing if we're going to run into any problems when we officially launch this new LOTRO game. Stream. I don't know. Do I want to call it a playthrough? Let's go up here to Tuckborough. The Great Smile. Great Smiles. This is all mentioned in the books. That's why LOTRO is awesome. That's why it's the best game in the world. Look at this in here. Lots of stuff to explore. These are a bunch of toques. Well done, Bounder Todbo. Those fireworks won't hurt us. Won't hurt anyone now. I don't remember what that was from. Okay, no, these doors will open. But this one over here will. The library. Lots of books piled up on the floor. Lots of comfy couches to read. Benches to sit out and read. Donamira Took, librarian of the Great Smiles. Okay, go back to the hill. Already in use. Okay, we're doing fine. We're doing good. Stream is good. This is just a test. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wish you were here. We could go this way. We could go that way. But we are going back to the hill. Yeah, see my frame rate's it's low, about 20 on average. Without water. I mean, I could go in and turn down my graphics settings and stuff, but I'm not going to. This new streaming show isn't going to be a hardcore gamer show, and so I think that we're going to leave it as beautiful looking as we possibly can, and I don't think the frame rates will matter all that much. And there we go. Butterflies. Well, what I may do then is bring this stream to an end and come back in a little bit and run through the summer festival quests. Let's go up here next to the apple doors. Well, you got to see the apple doors. Here we go. Lots and lots and lots of apple trees. Another Bywater. Okay, we're just going to come back over here and park it. You know where I usually park? I'll give you my secret. Oh, right up here. So then next time I log in, here I will be. There we go. That was our LOTRO test. And thanks for watching if you did, and if you didn't, no thanks, right? Okay. I'm going to consider this a successful test. We will be ready to start our new LOTRO stream show here soon. Probably next weekend, and we'll do that on a regular basis, and we'll go ahead and make sure that people are aware when we are going to start. Set reminders, calendar invites, all that good stuff. Follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/secretfirepodcast or Twitter at secretfirecast. There you go. That's the information. Okay, gonna end this stream. Thanks for watching. Oh, maybe I'll be back later on this afternoon to run through the summer festival. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.